So can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Yes, I'm glad you can hear me. So, good evening, everyone. Today, we want to start our journey of past questions because CBT is not just reading; it's reading in between the lines. So, I want to give you some tips on how to answer CBT questions. So many people read well, prepare well for exam. When they enter CBT exam, after writing, they will be disappointed at the result they get at the end. So that's the sense of this class. So I don't know if you have your past question. You know, it was shared on the platform. So I want us to start, like you said. I want us to start with the past questions now. Let's start with the past questions. If you have your past question, let me see. Let me know that you have your past question with you. So that when we are answering the questions, you know, we follow along. I want us to follow along. I just don't want us to just do it and the year we are building on is 2017-18. If you have your past question, say yes, I have it, or just give a sign of affirmative that you have the past question. Let me see that you have the past question. I was thinking I can share the past question. Scan copy, I was unable to download the scan copy. Copy. Save all, save us. Let me see if we can go PDF. Okay. Okay, I want to see if I can do any uploading now. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. No, I don't have it. Yes, I have. I don't know whether I can upload file. I don't know whether it can go because it's a. I'm trying to see if I can. It's a JPEG, so JPEG is not very easy to upload here. So that's the problem I have. Please, if you don't have it, it's on the platform. I don't want us to waste time on this. If you don't have that past question, go to the platform. We are starting on question number 1. So as I answer that, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to throw it for people to try to guess the option. And I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to tell me the right option. Then if you're correct, I say you're correct. If you're not, I will explain why. So, but when I see that this method is taking time, I will just go ahead and answer the question and tell you why. Which one do you want? Do I go ahead and answer, or you try before I answer? Let me hear how you want it. Should I go ahead and tell you the options and explain why? Or should I allow you to do something before I tell you the answer? Let me know what you want. Democracy. So we are doing basic organic chemistry. Okay. Question number 1. The name of the compound below is what? That's question number 1. What's the answer? Is it methyl ethanoate, phenyl propanoate, ethyl benzoate, or phenyl ethanoate? A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D. Which one is the option? Please don't just guess. Just make sure you look at it before you answer so that you understand why. Answer. So your time. Let's try before you answer. But I'm not seeing your response because there is no time. Now, I think I need to go by reading the question and explaining the question because of time. Now, if you look at this question, we are dealing with ester here. This is an ester. Looking at this ester, when you see a question like this, go to the answers. If you're confused, go to the answer. If we do elimination method, from the answer, you will understand this. Methyl ethanoate is not the answer because we don't have methyl in the compound. So the ethyl benzoate and ethyl benzoate and phenyl propanoate. Now, if you look at this ester, now somebody said B, phenyl propanoate. Now, remember, from whenever you're naming an ester, you talk about acid aspect first before talking about alcohol. So you cannot talk about phenyl propanoate. So you're telling us that phenyl is the alcohol, while propanol is the acid. So we have propanoic acid and phenol. Look at this compound. The acid is coming from benzoic acid. Remember, in esterification, what gives the acid part is one that is going to release hydroxy group, while alcohol part is going to release hydrogen, forming water. So whenever you name alcohol part before naming the acid part. So the answer is not phenyl propanoate. The answer is ethyl benzoate. Answer is C. That is something about exam. Confidence, I've told you that you're right. The answer is B, but the answer is not B because the acid aspect of this compound is from benzoic acid, then an ethanol. So the answer is C. So we have answer to be what? Ethyl benzoate. If you understand it, say yes. So the answer is C, not B. So let's go to second question. The name of the compound below is that. What's the name of the compound below? Listen, if you look at this compound, although you've not taught amide, but from your idea of naming organic compound, you understand we'll start from the functional group. And the functional group you're looking at is amide. And if you look at that amide, look at the options you have. The N has dimethyl. Let's try before you answer, ma. Okay. C. Number 2. Somebody said number 2 is C. Okay, number 2. Let's try again. Another answer. Number 2. Somebody says C. N dimethyl. Any other contrary answer? Ebubechinyere said is C. Which other option? Yes, Ebubechinyere, you're correct. Now, if you're in an exam hall, you see this question, what is going to give you a clue of answer is the NN. If you look at the option, any option that tells us that N has double methyl, so NN dimethyl, no other option shows NN dimethyl. No, the answer is not B. The answer is C. because we have in N, we have 2-methyl. So we are talking about N-N-dimethyl, just like talking about 2,2-dimethyl. So that N has 2-methyl. Like when you're using writing no IUPAC name of normal hydrocarbon, and on a carbon you have 2 substituents, you're going to mention that carbon if it's a methyl and there are 2 substituents. If it's 2-methyl on a substituent, we say 2,2-dimethyl. So that's why you're going to talk about N-N-dimethyl. So the answer is C, N-N-dimethyl. We've not talked about amide. But let's try question 3. Amide can be prepared by the following method, except you've not thought about amide. I think we should skip question 3. Let's go to question 4. Question 4. Let's look at question 4. Question 4B. Product of this and this is going to give us this and this. Any other option? Any other? V. Favor Ike said B for question 4. We're going to have an acid and acetate. Any other option? Yes, ma'am. B. Are we really supposed to have acids? Remember what we are dealing on here. We are dealing on cross-Cannizzaro reaction. Cross-Cannizzaro reaction. The answer is not B. The answer is D. Please, in cross-Cannizzaro, aldehyde will react. We are going to have 2 aldehyde, 2 different aldehyde in this reaction. One of them is oxidized to acid, while the other one is reduced to alcohol. Then that one that is oxidized to acid, we cannot have 2 acids. We're going to have 1 alcohol and 2 acid and 1 acid. So the one that is oxidized to acid is going to be the one that will have a salt. So the answer is D, not B. No, the answer is no. Go back to your carbon. I'm going to upload carbonine. I'm going to upload carbonine lecture for you to understand. The answer is, we are talking about cross-Cannizzaro. In cross-Cannizzaro, we are going to have 2 different aldehydes. We can see we have aldehyde that is aromatic and aliphatic aldehyde, that's methanol. So when they react under sodium hydroxide, we are going to form benzyl alcohol and sodium methanoate. So the answer is D. Please go back and revise your 2C. 2C, yes. The answer of 2 is C. But the answer of we are number 4 now. The answer of number 4, we are on question number 4. Question number 4, the answer is D. We are going to have D, benzyl alcohol and sodium methanoate. So let's go to question number 5. My number 3. Because people have not treated number 3, I don't want to tell you what you don't have knowledge of. So we're going to start with number 3. As soon as that topic of amide is treated, you will understand it better. I want us to deal with topics that you've treated on the past question. So we are skipping number 3 for another day. The next, I want us to finish this thing today. The next one we're going to do, we're going to answer the remaining topics. So every topics have been treated. That's the topic we're going to deal on today. So number 4 is D, because the name of the reaction is cross Cannizzaro. If that is okay, let's go to question number 5. Question number 5. So in question number 5, acid chloride going to aldehyde. Number 1, when an acid is going to aldehyde is reduction. So if you look at all the reagents, they are all reducing agents. But the problem is that which of the reducing agent are we going to use? Now the answer is we are using tertiary butoxide. So the answer is D. If you go to your acid chloride, I think in alkyl halide, this topic was treated. So the answer to this is tertiary butoxide. So whenever you're reducing acid chloride to aldehyde, you're going to use tertiary butoxide. So that is D as an answer. Now if you go to exam, you look at this. The B and D and A are the same thing. So when you are having, it's not B, it's not now it's tertiary butoxide, a special kind for answer number 5. We are on question 5. For Laurentia, we are on question 5. It's not B. If you go to exam hall, look at these questions. Whenever an option is repeated more than twice, then look at there's something about that option. Just like in question 4, you can see that metanoate, sodium metanoate was repeated twice. One is with acid, one is with benzyl alcohol. It means that my answer is within these two. Then you come to question number 5. Lithium aluminum is repeated, and with ether is repeated twice. So my answer is within these two options. So either is B or is D. That's where my answer lies in. So any option that is repeated like twice, look at your answer is not far from it. So the answer is tertiary butoxide. There's very special kind of reducing agent. So let's go to question number 6. If I'm fast, let me know that I'm fast. Question number 6. Benzene, despite the presence of double bond in its structure, does not undergo additional reaction. We know the answer. What's the answer? Number 6. What's the answer of number 6? The double bonds and single bond. What's the answer? B. 6B. The double bonds and single bond in the ring alternates position. Any other contrary answer for number 6? Now, if you look at A and B, you understand the difference with A and B is resonance. B is talking about resonance. Because of that resonance, because these bonds are not stationary, so you cannot tell where they are precisely. So that's why they cannot undergo addition reaction, because the bonds are not steady, they are resonating. So, like I said, double bond, difference, that's where they lie. So the answer is B, you're correct. We treated this in the class. Which of the compound below is not aromatic? Which of them is not aromatic? Look at the compounds. Which of them is not aromatic? What's the option? Number 7. Please, whenever you're answering question, put the number and the option. If it's 7A, it says 7A. Number 7. Which of the following is not aromatic? Please, let's be fast in answering. Please, let's be fast enough. So we can 7 is B, is not aromatic. Any other contrary answer? The answer is correct. B. 3 and 4 are not aromatic because there's a part of them that are not very conjugated. So you're correct. Bola Olawole is correct. B. The most common type of reaction which benzene undergo is that. Everybody should know that. Everybody should know that. Please put the number you're answering before you answer. We are dealing in 8. 7B. 7B is correct. 8. We are on 8 now. 8D, electrophilic substitution reaction. Yes, 8 is correct. Let's go to 9. 8D, yes. 9. Let's go to question number 1. Acid chloride. You can see this question is being repeated. Number 9 is being repeated as in number 5. So it's the same question. So it was so whenever reduction of acid, go and look for tertiary butoxide. Anything that is there is what is it. Now look at number 10. Let's look at number 10 together and tell me the answer. The structure you have there is acid anhydride. And under alcohol, what will be the products? If you look at, you have to understand why. So let me get the answer so that I can explain why. My attempt is to explain why. If your answer is right, I will tell you you're correct, and I will tell you why you're correct. And if it's wrong, I will tell you why you're wrong. So let's go. Question number 10. What is the answer? I'm waiting. Number 9 is the same thing with number 5. So we're not talking about it. So we're going to number 10. Question number 10. Identify the products of the reaction. 8D, yes, we've started 8. 8 is D. We are now in number 10. 6 is A. No, 6 is not A. The double bond are contained in cyclic ring because they did not tell us that it is conjugated. But B is telling us that it is conjugated. So the problem is not about double ring, double bond, because double bond can undergo addition reaction. But because of resonance, they cannot undergo addition reaction because the bonds are not where they resonate. So when you want to react, they might change position. The double bond might become single bond. So you cannot actually do it. So it is B. Yes, 6 is B. 10 is C. Ma, please upload the question. I'm finding it hard to minimize and participate. Oh my goodness. This question is JPEG. I don't know how to upload it. I tried and it was not coming on. Now, if you're with your friend, you guys would have done it that somebody, that's why that thing was posted. People would have printed that thing and have it as hard copy like I have it here. So it's not possible for me to upload it. I tried uploading it, was wasting my time because it's JPEG. It's not a PDF. If it's PDF, I would have. So what will happen is I will look for a means of scanning it if we didn't finish today for the next question and answer live stream. So any live stream we're going to do now is just to answer questions. I will do I will revise the lectures for you and upload. At your leisure, you go and watch. Then come for question and answer. It's better. They said 10 is C. 10 is C. C is talking about, now let me tell you how to unravel this. This is an anhydride. There must be a cleavage. The cleavage is two ways. One will have one carbon is going to have 2 oxygen. The other one is going to have 1 oxygen. So if we cleave, remember the methyl are the same. So if I cleave, so the first of one, the one that have carboxyl is going to take the methyl to become ester. So my ester will be methyl ethanoate. That is my ester, methyl ethanoate, which is C. Then the other one is going to be an acid, which is also C. So we're going to have an ester and acid. So the person that chose C is correct. The answer is C. Any contrary opinion? Split your screen, Paco. So they've told you what to do. Split your screen so you can go ahead and access it. Thank you very much for that idea, so that you can participate, because it's not funny when others are participating, because when you participate, you understand what you know and what you don't know. So you understand why what. So the answer is C for 7B. Yes, 7 is B. So 10 is C. We have methyl ethanoate and methanoic acid. And ethanoic acid. 10 C. Yeah, 10 is C. So we are fine. So let's go to 11. All the following belong to the same class of compound except what? Alkanal, alkanone, aldehyde, and acetyl. Please, how do you split your screen? Please, somebody should teach us how to split screen so that people can participate very well. How do we split screen? Please, Bola, help us here to educate us how to split screen, so that Hannah and Faithful can join. They can participate. How do we split screen? Somebody is asking. So which of the 11 is what? What's the answer to 11? I'm waiting for your answer. 11 is D. Yes, 11 is D. It's very, very simple, because everything is talking about carbonyl compound. They are the same class. Minimize and hold it down. So 11 is D. Good. We are good. We are good, doing well. Let's go. Number 12. The name of the compound is Dutch. What's the name of the compound? Number 1. You understand the class of compound before you start naming. What is the name? With your knowledge of ETA naming. What? What's it? Chromic acid, 11D. Yes, 11 is D. 11 is D, yes. I hope Hannah was able. 6 is B. We are far. You can see why I said people should always come around early, so we'll be on the same page. 6 is B. 11 is D, yes. Let's go to question 12. 11 is D. Question 12. What's the major product for the following reaction? What is the reaction? Look at it critically well and tell me the answer. Please don't guess. Understand why. And if the explanation is not okay, you write on the comment, please explain more. Question 7, question 6, anyone you don't understand. So that because this question might not be repeated this way, if you understand it, when any similar one comes, it cannot be far from what we are doing. They might not be verbatim, some might be word to word. So when anything comes, when you're choosing, you understand why you're choosing. So question 12, the reagent there is oxidizing agent, chromic acid. Then in cold, so it's not going to be a vigorous one. If it's in hot, it will call cleavage of bonds. So it's in cold, so it's not going to form any acid. So acid is out of the game. And if you look at the options, all we're having is they're not going to have internal acid. There will be no cleavage. Somebody said number 12 is A. Number 12 is not A. I was talking about that will not be an acid, in the sense that will not be cleavage to form a. Please, can you please upload the question so that we can understand better? How do I upload the question? That's why I share the question. The one I can upload is the one I compiled. So that one will be on PDF format. This other one I cannot upload it. It's difficult to upload. I tried uploading it, it was not going because it's for me to upload is I have to scan it and bring a scanned version. Please, can you go and split your screen because the question was shared on the platform, so you can understand. We can be on the same page. So that's the sense of sharing that first question. What I wanted to do was a compiled question, but since we wanted this, I said let's have a copy of it. I wish I could do this, but I tried doing it, it's not working. So if anybody know how I can upload this JPEG, I would also do that. I tried uploading, I need to scan, and scanning, there's no time for it now because of our time. So what will happen is that if you don't follow today, very well, what will I do? If you have a friend that is having phone, borrow your friend's phone, use your friend's phone to join online, then use your own phone for the past questions. You can do that. If you have any friend that is around you, borrow the person's phone. You can use two phones, one for the past question, one for you to participate. So that's another thing you can do. 12C, 12A. 12 is not A, it's 12C. 12 is not C. 12 is not A, 12 is not C. See, let me give you a clip for 12. Now, oxidation, remember, we have primary alcohol and we have secondary alcohol. So we're going to form, primary alcohol is going to form an acid. Secondary is going to form a ketone. The answer is going to be B. And D are similar in the sense that they have terminal compound to be acid. Remember, the terminal alcohol is going to form an acid because it's primary alcohol. So whenever I see primary alcohol is going to form an acid, secondary alcohol is going to form a ketone. How do I know primary alcohol? The carbon that bear the hydroxy group must have 2 hydrogen to be primary. For secondary, the carbon must have 1 hydrogen. So the first hydroxy group from my left is secondary because it has 1 hydrogen. The last one, which is the normal first one, is primary. So the one that has 2 hydrogen is primary, is going to form acid. The one that have 1 hydrogen is second, is going to form a ketone. So we're going to have ketone and carboxyl functional group. So the answer is B. Do we understand my explanation on the answer? If you understand, let me see that you understand. I want us to be on the same page, please. So let's go. Question number 13. Question 13. Question 13. What is the answer? Thank you. What's the answer for question 13? Thank you. Thank you that you're following. Please, others, remember we are going to have this going to be shared. So wherever you miss, don't bother. I mentioned the question before answering and I explained. So where we repeat I'm going to repeat this again, or I'm going to share the stream so you can watch at your time. So those ones you miss, you're going to understand again. My explanation of question number 12 is that the compound we are dealing with is alcohol, which is diol. It has 2 hydroxy group. One of the hydroxy group is terminal, which is primary. The other one is internal, which is secondary. And the oxidizing agent we have is chromic acid in cold. It means that it is not hot. If it's hot, that ketone might end up cleaving. So because it's cold, we're going to have normal oxidation. And remember, primary alcohol oxidizes to carboxylic acid, except you want to use PCC. So because it's not PCC, it is not selective oxidation. So our secondary alcohol can only oxidize to ketone. So secondary alcohol, which is the one that have 1 hydrogen, is going to form a ketone, while primary is going to form a carboxylic acid. So we are going to have ketone and carboxylic acid functional group all in 1 compound. So that is the answer. So any option that bears this answer is the correct one. So that's why we have B. A is talking about ketone and aldehyde, which is not very correct because the aldehyde will be oxidized to acid. So the answer is B. Yes. Thank you very much. So let's go to question 13. Identify Q in the reaction above. Remember, we are dealing with Grignard reagent. If you see this question, let me give you a clue for you to answer. Grignard reagent is reacting and is forming an alcohol. So what I need to look at is, what is the class of alcohol formed? The class of alcohol will determine the nature of Grignard reagent I need. So answer the question. B. Okay. Any other option? Thank you for understanding. Livingstone. Any other option for 13? Somebody said 13 is B. Any other option? Question 13 isn't clear. 13 is not. Now, when you see this question like this, yes, B ketone, it must be a ketone. But if you look at all of them, they are all ketones except one. So in elimination method, one A and C is out of it. A Grignard reagent, in Grignard reagents, like the last uploaded slide of alcohol, Grignard reagent, we can react with ketone to form tertiary. If you look at the product, is tertiary alcohol. So what we need is ketone. If ketone or ester forms tertiary alcohol. So now what we are dealing with here is ketone. Looking at all the options we have. So in that ketone, A is aldehyde, which cannot work. C is acid chloride, which cannot work because we have aldehyde carbonyl compound or epoxide or esters are the compound that can form with Grignard reagents. So 13 is not A. A is aldehyde. Aldehyde cannot. Aldehyde can form secondary. Ketone forms tertiary because what we are having is tertiary. So when you see question like that, understand the product to give you idea of the reactant. The product is tertiary alcohol. So what I need is either ester or ketone. So from my options, there is no ester. So I have to for ketone. And the elimination of A and C because they are not ketone. This one is acid chloride. This one is aldehyde. They are not ketone. So my answer is between B and D. If you look at D, D cannot be because what we have in the product is C3H7 as the additional substituent added for that is contrary to Grignard reagents. So that's why the answer is correct by the person that said the answer is B. So 13 is B, ketone. Ajala, you're correct. 13 is B. Please, if 13 is clear now, I want to hear that it is clear, especially Flourish. Is it clear now? 13 is not A, 13 is B. I want to hear your options before we go to question 14. Is that clear? Please understand why you are choosing an option. Analyze the option. The essence of this thing for you to understand how to answer CBT question. You have to analyze your option. Thank you. Thank you, Bola. Yes, okay. You understand. So let's go to 14. The oxidizing agent used in preparation of aldehyde from primary alcohol is dash. Everybody should be able to answer this question. What is the answer to 14? I want everyone to just be giving me the answer to this 14 question. Question 14, what's the answer? Question 14. 14C. Any option, any objection with Ajala? Ajala said 14 is C. Any objection? No objection. Yes, Emmanuel said 14 is C. Good. Because, like we said, you can see difference between 12 and 14. Is that in 12, we are doing normal oxidation. There's no limit. Why in 14 we are doing limited oxidation? Yes. Anu Oluwapo. Yes, 14 is C. Whenever we use PCC, we do limited oxidation that will end in aldehyde without forming an aldehyde. Please do not forget this. Let's go to 15. Yes, 14 is C. Emedo. Ebubechinere. Thank God it means we are understanding that. Let's go to question 15. An alcohol, carbonyl and acid can be identified by the following respectively in the lab. What is it? How can we identify them? Question 15. Answer, please. Alcohol, carbonyl, and acid. We are on number 15. So whenever you're answering, put the number you are answering, please. Put the number we are answering. 15B. 15 is not B. 15D. 15 is not D. 15 is not D. 15 is not B. Alcohol, carbonyl, and acid. How do we identify them? Each one, the first one should be alcohol, the second one should be for carbonyl, and third is for acid. 15 is A. 15 is A. Favor 15 is A. So the answer is A. Because alcohol, the answer is B because inguinal reagents. So there will be a breakup to respective ions to give tertiary alcohol. Answer of what are you talking about? Yes, 13. 13 is B. We've gone far in 13. 13 is B. We are in 15 now. We are in 15 already. We've sorted Rama. You're correct. We've sorted that. The answer is B for 13. So we are in 15 now. So for 15, the answer is A. Alcohol reacts with sodium metal. Carbonyl is for Brady reagents. While acid is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So this is how to identify them in the lab. So that is why 15 is A. Please, I understand 15. I want to see your comments. Ebubechinere and Flourish. Do you understand now? It is not D because sodium hydrogen carbonate is for acid. So this one, they interchange acid and alcohol in D. So it's supposed to be alcohol first, which is sodium metal, then acid last, which is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So that's a reaction, their reaction. Carbonyl is Brady reagents, which confirm the presence of ketone and aldehyde. Flourish said yes. Okay, let's go. 16. Thank you very much. 16, question 16 now. An organic compound Z is oxidized by hot acidified permanganate and react with sodium to give hydrogen. What is this? It is clear now. Thank you. So number 16, what is this compound that I can oxidize with permanganate acidified and also react with sodium to give hydrogen? What's the answer? Clue. The clue is that number one, you're dealing with alcohol. You're dealing with alcohol. The problem is what's the class of alcohol? So the answer is alcohol. So if you look at it, if you know the answer is alcohol, so it means that B and D is out of the game. Because if I oxidize aldehyde, I'm going to form an acid. Though acids can react with, but this is a to give hydrogen. Acids cannot give hydrogen. So what is the answer? The answer is an alcohol, can oxidize and react 14C. Oh, we passed 14. You guys came late. Bless Najana. Yes, 14 is C. We've passed 15. We are in 16 now. 14 is C, is correct. PCC. So, what's the answer? Tertiary alcohol cannot be oxidized. So, it can never be tertiary alcohol. If secondary alcohol is oxidized, it's going to form ketone. And can it react with sodium metal? 16 is C. Yes. Because as an alcohol, it can react with sodium. Why is not the answer is that tertiary alcohol can never be oxidized. It's stable to oxidation. So that is why A is not the answer. So the answer is C. Because secondary alcohol can be oxidized. And alcohol is what reacts with acid metal. But if the question is reacting with sodium hydroxide, we can talk about aldehyde, because when it oxidizes to acid, you can react with sodium hydroxide. But telling us it's going to give us hydrogen, we are talking about purely alcohol. The answer is alcohol. And the only alcohol that can do this is secondary alcohol. So the answer is C for 16. Flourish, you're correct. Yes, 15 C. Yes. 15 is C. No, 15 is not C. Oluwa Tomiwa, 15 is not C, please. It's 16. I'm saying that it's C. 15 is A. Look at 16 is B. No, 16 is not B. The reaction of we're talking about is alcohol is the only thing that can react with sodium metal. Just like phenol is a characteristic of alcohol and phenol. Reacting with sodium metal or sodium hydroxide. Okay, so the answer is an alcohol. So the class of alcohol, the answer is between A and C. Why A cannot be? Because A cannot be oxidized. So we end up saying the answer is C. Therefore, question number 15, it cannot be C because alcohol is first, which cannot go with Brady reagent. Brady reagent is for carbonyl compound. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is for acid. Metal is for alcohol. If you look at 15 and 16, they're saying they're telling you something. If you understand 15, you should be able to answer 16 because sodium metal is involved in both of them. If you're talking about, if you understand that 15 is A, because alcohol can react with sodium metal, you can answer question 16 because they're talking about the character of alcohol. So you should not choose B. So, is it clear? Can we continue? Because we're going to question 17. We are going to question 17. If I should continue, say continue. Can we continue? I am waiting for your response. Anyone you want me to clarify more? I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Question 17. Answer, give me your answer. Continue, ma. Thank you. Question 17. D, are you talking about D for 17? Yes. Thank you. 17 is D because what you have is hydrazine. Hydrazine is going to form hydrazone. Then hydroxylamine supposed to form oxime. Now, if good, 17 is D, yes. Please, let's know that if what I have as, remember these reactions of carbonyl compound, condensation reaction. So if what I have is hydroxylamine, which is NH2OH, my answer supposed to be oxime. But because what I have is hydrazine, it's going to be hydrazone. The reaction is just elimination of water, condensation reaction. So that water, oxygen is going to be released by aldehyde. or carbonyl compound, while hydrogen is going to be released by your ammonia derivatives. So that's how we form the product of condensation reaction. The answer is the hydrazone. Somebody is saying cysteine is A. Cysteine is not A. Blessing, cysteine is not A because A is tertiary alcohol that cannot be oxidized. Cysteine is C because C can undergo oxidation and is an alcohol. So the answer is alcohol, but the class of alcohol can either be primary or secondary. Tertiary is not that because of oxidation involved. 17 is D. So we are going to 18 now. Can we continue? 17 is D. I have, okay. So let's go to question 18. If I am too fast, let me know. Question, name of this, the name of this compound is what? Number 18. What is the name of that compound? Number 18. The compound number 18 is what? Is an ether. You've been taught ether. 18 is B. 18 is B. Methylpropyl ether. I want more answers on 18. Now, 18 is B. 18 is not clear, ma. Why is it not clear? How do you name your ether? In the terminal comes before, the smaller comes before the bigger. The one that have a smaller carbon is going to be mentioned first. So we are going to mention methyl first. The other one is propyl, so we call methylpropyl ether. Look at the first one is diethyl ether. We don't have all of them to be ethyl. One is methyl. So and it cannot be methoxyethane because the other one is not ethane. The other one is propane. So the answer is B. Ajala, are you okay now? Yes, the answer is B. Ajala, 18 is B. Yes. Good. So let's go to 19. Pick out the correct name of the IUPAC name of the compound. Number 19. Let's look at number 19. No, number 19. What is the answer to number 19? Let's look at number 19. I want us to see if we can finish this thing. Our time is fast approaching. I wanted to answer, but say I should give you guys time to answer. So that's why I'm taking my time. So it can be a participatory class. So number 19, what is the name of the IUPAC name? Pick out the correct IUPAC name in the following compound, in the following. C. Good. You know what they're asking you here? How does the metal give us alcohol? No. The metal, alcohol reacts with sodium metal. Is the reaction. Go and take your alcohol slide. Alcohol can react with sodium metal to form what? Just go and take your alcohol slide so you can understand the question better. Continue. So what they're asking you in 19 is for you to know the option that name this compound correctly in terms of alphabetical order. So the other one, methyl before bromo, wrong. B, butyl ethane, wrong. Tertiary butyl ethane. Then the other one, D, methyl isopropyl. So this one, tertiary, is T before E, so it's wrong. So it's supposed to be ethyl butane for B. So C is correct because we have chloro before methyl. So that is it. So let's go to question 20. Question 20. The following are secondary alcohol except Remember how to know secondary alcohol. What's the answer? Except is very simple to go. 20. Somebody says 17 is C. Please, 17 is not C. 17 is not C. C is the reagent. C is the reagent. Hydrazine is that reactant. So it cannot be C. It's hydrazone because it's a product now. Hydrazine forms hydrazone. Oh, please, people should not make this mistake in exam. You can see why I say people fail CBT easier. Because when you see hydrazine and you don't understand the difference, anyone you choose now, if you choose hydrazine in exam, you feel that you know it, but you've forgotten that hydrazine is a reagent. The two reactants, aldehyde react with the hydrazine to form hydrazone. Please, it's not C, it is D. 20, yes, 20 is primary alcohol because terminal carbon is one that is bearing hydroxy group. So that is the answer. 21. 20 is A, yes, good. 21. The reagent in reduction of ketone in the preparation of tertiary alcohol is what? Reduction of ketone in the preparation of tertiary alcohol. Who can 21? Who can help me the answer of 21? 21 A. Hi. 21. How can 21 be A? There's something they're expecting from you in this 21. Normal reduction of ketone gives you secondary alcohol, not tertiary. So when they're talking about tertiary, you're talking about greener reagents. Please, I want us to be smart. Yes, 18 is B. So 21 is talking about C as the answer. Borgaseri got it. It's talking about Grignard reagent because you're talking about preparation of tertiary alcohol. So we cannot do normal reduction and form secondary alcohol. What? Yes, 21 is C. 21 is C. I hope you understand that. So whenever you're reading a question, understand what the question is expecting. Now, in the example, if you write A, because if A, remember you talk about ketone, A and B can also do the same work. So it cannot be A and B because they are doing the same thing. So when you see an option that is very correct, two options that are correct, think further to know that there's something they're looking for. So it's not A, it's not B because both of them can do the same work. But we're looking at C because we're looking at ketone forming tertiary alcohol, which is using Grignard reagent. Can we continue? So let's continue. Question 22. 22. What is the answer to 22? Let's be fast because of our time. 22, 22, 22. 22 is B. Any other? Hey, oh my goodness. Because these things are very, very... 22 cannot be B. 22 cannot be B. But Gaxeri. 22 can never be B. 19 is C, you're correct. Oluwatomiwa. 22. Look further. Think more, think more. 22 is C. Now, let me explain again. Whenever you're looking at dehydration reaction, people that remember we are talking about in dehydration, you look at the temperature. Temperature is what you look at. If that temperature is to be 170 degrees, it means that your answer is alkene. But when it is 140 degrees, it's limited dehydration, which is going to give you an ether. So the answer is ether, which is C for 22, because the dehydration is not complete. Temperature is 140. So 170 is for alkane, 140 is for ether. Please don't forget it. So we can continue. 22 is C. 23. We are now in 23. 17 is D. Yes, 17 is D. We are now in 23. Yes, thank you. So alcohol will react with sodium metal. Benita has confirmed it. So always go through that's the sense. After this, make sure you go through your slides again. Go through some things will make more meaning. After the question and answer, you go through your slides. So let's go. Question 23. What's the answer? Metal alkoxide and primary alkyl halide. What is the answer? I'm waiting. Let's do because of our time. Let's do because of our time. A. 23. Is it 23? Okay, 20A. 20 is A. We are in 23. So much, and Benita. So go to your past question and meet up with us. We are in 23 now. D. Metal alkoxide and primary alkyl halide. C. Flourish, look at your slide very well. The answer is not D. Yes, 22 is C. Good. It's ether. When you talk about alkoxide, it's giving you idea there's an ether, and you're adding alkyl halide again. So in that alkyl halide, what you need is the alkyl. So at the end, we might end up eliminating the halide. The halide will go and take something out because in that alkoxide, there's a metal you're going to remove. So that metal is going to form metal halide. If the metal is sodium, you're going to sodium chloride with the alkyl halide. So we're going to form an ether. So the answer is C. Yes. Thank you. So let's go. I think we've treated this. 24. The product of reaction of phenol and diazonium salts is going to form dash. Answer. Thank you. 23 is C. Good. I'm happy that you guys are thinking now. So let's go. Number 24. What is the answer? Answer me. 24. Phenol. We are now in phenol. When phenol reacts with diazonium salt, what are we forming? Azodie. Somebody said B, azodie. 18 is not clear, but the answer is B. 18 is clear, my dear. Answer is B. Why is it not clear? How to name your ether? You name the one that has the lower carbon before the one that have the highest carbon. So methyl before propyl. So say methyl propyl ether. So that is 18. The answer is B. 20 is C. 20 is not C. 20 is A. Favor. 20 is not C. 20 is A. It's primary alcohol. A is primary alcohol. C is not primary. Now listen. To know primary alcohol, look at the carbon that bear the hydroxyl group. How many hydrogen does it have? You're not looking at it to be terminal hydroxyl group. No, it's the position of the carbon. The number of hydrogen on that carbon determines the class of alcohol. So it's A for 20. 20 is A, not C. So correct yourself. 24 is B. Azodie. Yes, 24 is B. It's an azodie. Go back to your slide. I just uploaded that slide. That when phenol reacts with diazonium salt, we're going to form azodie. I was telling you that azodie is a color that is used in dyeing materials in industry. And the color of this azodie is either some people call it orange, some people call it yellow. So depending on the eye. So it's either yellow color or orange color. So that's the azo dye. So we are going to 25. So 24 is B. 21 is C, yes. 20 is A. So 25, which of the compound is strongest Bronsted base? Bronsted base. Which one is the strongest? Which one is strongest? A, B, C, D. Which one is the strongest? Which one is the strongest? Answer. You're talking about lone pair of electron. Which one is strongest? Answer. A, B, C, D. Nobody is answering 25. Please, I need your response to question 25. 23 is C. Yes, 23 is C. 23 is C. We are in 25. 23 is C. 25 is A. 25 is C. More suggestion on 25. 25 is C. Why are you choosing C? Why are you choosing C? 25 is D. Thank you. Anoluwapo, you're correct. 25 is D. And Emmanuel, yes, you guys are waking up. 25 is D. This is primary. In fact, this is not even primary. This is just like this is normal ammonia. So the lump of electron, they look at in A. Phenyl is an alkyl that have electron withdrawing effect. But this one does not have any substituent, just hydrogen all through. So the answer is D for 25. Is the strongest. 25 is D. Thank you very much. We are waking up. 25 is D. So let's go. If you don't understand why, all the cyclo ring cannot be, because the effect of the ring is going to affect the basicity. Either they are donating or they are withdrawing. But ammonia is on its own. All the lone pair of electrons are intact. So there is more, because they are acceptors. So they can easily, in fact, if you look at all these ones, there is already steric effect already. They're affecting the place where the incoming thing will attach. Remember, Bronsted base is going to accept. So when it's accept, where will it be? These ones are ring already. So there is no space. So the answer is simple ammonia. 27, 26. 26. Let's go. We've not done amide. I don't want us to talk about amide now. So we're going to skip 26. We've skipped 2 questions so far. I'm going to note them. So when next we come again, I want us to tackle what we've been taught, so we can have something we can refer to. So I know that in the upcoming weeks, the issue of amide would have been treated. After alkyl halide, we go for carboxylic acid derivatives, which amide will be part of it. Next week is convocation. So we're going to have another live stream like this to finish up the past questions, so that the next one we're going to have will be the last one. So we are going to have 2 more after this. Then after that, you'll be good for your exams. So endeavor to be available. 25 is it. Let's go to 26. It's not easy. If you know you've not subscribed, please endeavor to subscribe. Doing this is not very easy for me. I had Virginia last night, so I need to come. It was not easy. I've not slept. I need to just make sure I make it a time, because I promised you. So make sure you identify with us with your subscription. 23 is B. 23 is C, not B. I've said it because you're dealing with incomplete dehydration, which is going to give you an eta. Complete dehydration gives you alkane. And incomplete is 140 degrees, complete is 170 degrees. Temperature. So whenever you're looking at dehydration, go and look at the temperature to determine the product you're going to form. So let's go to 27. Okay, you guys are not taught alkane and alkane, so it is not part of your exam. 25, D is right, yes. You're right, yes, 25 is D. We've not taught isomerization, isomerism. So nobody will disturb with isomerism because it's not part of your. But looking at this, what class of isomer can we call this? We don't have, it cannot be functional group A because that's still the same functional group. We can call them position isomer. Why is it position isomer? It's position isomer because the NH2 has changed position. It's that from internal, it becomes terminal. So that's what we'll talk about position isomer. In chain isomerism, you talk about from straight chain to branch chain. So yes, 27 is a position isomer. So yeah. We have position isomerism. We have, at least I think we have chain isomerism. Your FSC, you were taught. We have chain isomerism. We have functional group isomerism. So and metamer is a list of them. The popular one is position, chain, and functional group. So how many 1,2 disubstituted benzene do we have? Everybody should answer this question. Number 28. Let's answer 28 fast. 28, question number 28. Nobody should think about 28 too. What's the answer to number 28? How many disubstituted do we have? 28, please answer me. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you answer 28C, yes. 25D, yes. 28 is C. We have autometa para. So that's 1, 2 disubstituted benzene. The same thing with phenol. So let's go. C. So 29. 28 is C. And 25 is D. 27 is A. So let's go. 29. 29, 29, 29. Now, this reaction of 29 is the same reaction of carbonyl condensation reaction. Now, we're having methylamine. So what is going to happen? The carbonyl, there will be exchange of, we are going to remove water. So the water 22 is C, eta, yes. So the water will come from oxygen and 2 hydrogen from that amine will go. Then we're going to form N. So N is going to replace where oxygen is, and alkyl is going to be there. Then under hydrogenation, when we're hydrogenating, so double bond becomes saturated by addition of hydrogen. So the answer is what from my explanation of 29? If you look at 29, C is the first reaction before hydrogenation. Because when I remove water, I'm going to form my cyclo compound connected with double bond connected to nitrogen, then methyl. Then at the end, when I hydrogenate, my double bond disappears. It becomes saturated. So what my answer is A for 29. 29, my answer is A. I'm sorry I didn't allow you guys to answer it. because our time is running faster. 29. Let's go to 30. If you can stop this thing. The whole question is 70 something. We cannot get to 70. Anywhere we can get, even if it's 40. So let's see how far we can go. Where are they? 22, 6. See? Yes, 20, 60. Please leave 26 out of this for now until your thoughts in mind. So I did not talk about 26 for today's answer. 27 is D. 27 cannot be D. Oluwatomiwa, 27 cannot be D now. 27, you're not talking about functional group. Functional group isomerism is where one functional group moves from one to another. So if I have alcohol, it becomes ether. If I have ketone, it becomes aldehyde. That's functional group. If I have carboxylic acid, it becomes ester. That's functional group. So that's exchange. But this one is position. The one of the functional group is changing position. It does not change the functional group. Okay. So it's A. It's position isomerism. 27. So let's go to 30. 30. Question number 30. 29 is A. Are we tired? Can we stop here? If you're tired, let me know that you're tired. So we can stop here. Can we continue? I'm waiting for your comments. Are we continuing or you're tired? Hello? (28B). How can 28 be B? Oh, Oluwatomiwa. Why will you choose B to be 28? Oya, explain your answer. Please, when you enter exam hall, don't rush to answer without knowing why. Ew. Someone said I should stop. Faithful. Because I can't even participate because I was unable to split screen. Oh my dear. I'm sorry, dear. Let's hear some other opinions. Can we stop here? Flourish, you say 30 is B. As Flourish is even. Let's stop at question 30, ma. Okay. Okay. Can we? So we are stopping at question 30. We couldn't even do much today. I think we are going to go and do some. I want us to know another method of doing this. 30. Which of the following describe continue? Which of the following describe SN1 reaction of an alkyl halide with a base? Florence says B. Thirty is C. 30 is C. Continue. Okay. Okay. 30 is C. 1, 2, 4. We are now 30. B is correct. Let's answer 30. It's only Florida that give me answer to 30. Please, let's go for 30. 30. Let's just go small. Maybe we'll stop at 35. Let it be that we've gotten half of the question. We cannot answer not getting up to half. Everything is 77. So when we answer half, we leave for others. 77 divided by 2. So that's what we're going to answer. Stop. Half of the questions. So let's go. Should I be answering to go? Remember, 2 and 3 cannot be in the same option. So any option that have 2 and 3 cannot be. So D is out of it. Because it cannot form a stable carbocation and start forming a being concerted at the same time. So it's not possible. So 2 and 3 can never be together. So option A and D is not part of it. Elimination method. So we are left with B and C. You look at C. B is talking about concerted, stable, and formation of racemic. Then A is talking about so the answer is B. The answer I cannot be part of it because I goes with I. 1 and 3 goes together. So the answer is B. It cannot be C. If you're choosing C, what is SN1? Are we forming stable carbocation in SN1? Is SN1 concerted? C cannot be. C cannot be. The answer is B. Please, let's look at question 30 again. Answer can never be C because attacking from the far end is talking about concerted reaction. So it cannot form stable carbocation at the same time. The answer is not C. The answer is B. 31. If I'm not seeing good participation, I'll end the class. It's like we are getting tired already. Are we getting tired? If you're not tired, I want to see your participation. I've explained number 30. In alkyl halide, we are talking about SN1 and SN2. Now, when you are in exam hall, I don't understand what it's talking about. Remember, for something to be concerted, it means that bond breaking and bond formation occurs in a single step. So there will be nothing like intermediate or carbocation. There will be not like intermediate. So we cannot form any intermediate. But in intermediate, what I'm trying to explain is that we cannot have 2 and 3 at the same time. Either is concerted or is not concerted. In concerted, we have bond formation and breaking. But when it is not concerted, bond will break first to form a transition state before formation to form an alkane. So that's just that. Oh, somebody have passed 31. Flourish, thank you. So it said I should move ahead. Arrange the following compound in order of decreasing acid strength. Said A, mineral acid, carboxylic acid, phenol, decreasing, alcohol. Number 1, if it's decreasing acid strength, alcohol is the least acid, followed by water. So A is correct. A is correct. Now, in example, when you see a question like that, go by elimination. Look at the beginning and the end. Thank you. Beginning and the end will tell you what is happening. Remember, in decreasing acid strength, it means that from the highest to the least. Yes, 31 is A. The highest is mineral acid, sulfuric acid, and HCl that are very strong. Carboxylic acid is not very strong. That's why it's organic acid. Then alcohol is least acidic because water is more acidic than alcohol. So the answer is A. Good. 32. Decreasing basicity means increasing acidity. Yes, 31 is A. Decreasing basicity of the following compounds. Remember, it means that let's look at the options that talk about beginning and the end. Which one is highly basic? Decreasing basicity means increasing acidity. So which one is highly basic? Which one is least basic? Let's go. The option 32B. IV followed by V followed by II. Any other option? You cannot look at the options very well. I'm not accepting your I think they made mistake. The A is two places. I think the option of 32, look at, I think the first one that's supposed to be A, they repeated it. So I want you to talk about what to talk. Which one is the highest basic compound here? And which one is the least? That will inspire us on what you're doing. Which one is the highest and which is the least? Which compound is the highest, the most basic, and which one is the least basic? That will inspire us more. Because the A is 2. If you're talking about 32, are you talking about the first A or second A? Because there's a mistake. So the 32A is not B. Listen, remember the previous one we answered. We talk about ammonia is more basic. Then the option that talk about ammonia to be the first and phenyl to be the last is decreasing basicity. Now in the CBT, questions are being repeated. So if there's some questions that are 2, but the way they answered, they asked the question, they repeated it, but not a very clear repetition. So if you understand that this question is similar to the question we answered in question number 25, they're similar. 25 is similar to 32. They're the same thing. So the answer is ammonia, and the least one is phenylamine. So if you're talking about the A of ammonia, you're correct. B is not. Your messages are coming in slowly. Oh, seriously? Okay. Don't worry, in the next class, I'm going to make it to be faster. I will make it to be faster. So that's why we are slow. I'll make it to be faster. So let's go. 33. 33. 33. 33. Answer to 33. Question 33. Question 33. B. Okay. Autoparad and deactivating. Yes, B. That is halogen. Good. 33 is B. Thank you. 34. 34 is very simple. These ones are simple now, so we can easily deal with them. 34. 34, 34, 34, 34. Question 34. Please, ma, can we get the answer from number 1 to 20? See, this is something we can always watch again. I'm going to share this after now, so you can use your past question and look at the answers. So you're going to see the watch, okay? So don't bother your head. You're going to get the answers the way, because each of the answer I validated and I explain it. So you can do rewatching after this live stream. 30, what is 32? 32, if you look at that options of 32, there are 2 A's. So the A that started with What do I say? Which one that start with I self? That question has some issue. What I'm looking at is not what is even obtainable. That question has some issues. What I'm looking at, the options are very. Please let's start with the let's start with the question 32. There is issue with that question. In exam, there are some questions that will have issue. The question will be given bonus. Like 32 question has some issues. So 34. How can I okay? What's the answer 34? All except Lucas reagents. Yes. No. No. You're wrong. 34. 34, your answer is wrong. What can we use to distinguish between alkanal and alkanone? It is not all except no. It's not possible. 34 is D. We cannot distinguish between alkanal and alkanone with Grignard reagents and Brady. Brady, both of them are reactive with Brady. 34 is D. Thank you, Flourish. 34 is D. 34 is D. Yes. Anoluwapo. 34 is not all except Lucas. Because Grignard reagent cannot distinguish between alkanal and alkanal. No. Brady reagents, both of them are reactive, so you can't differentiate between the two. Lucas is for alcohol to distinguish between alcohol. So it's only toluenes that alkanal can react to toluene. Alkanol cannot because toluene is oxidative reaction. 35. We're almost done. We have like 3 questions away. 35. We'll stop at question 40. 35. Which of the following can activate benzene ring? We know the answer. 35D. Good. Yes. 35 is D. 35 is D. Good. So we are good to go. 35 is D. Yes. Alkanal will form silver mirror. Don't say black PPT. In the exam, it's called silver mirror. Let's start with question 32 because there is confusion in the answer. I'll resolve it, okay? That should not bother you. I will sort it out in the next time because I need to go back and ask the person that said the question the correct version of the options, okay? And I will get back to you. So let's go to question 36. 35 is D, yes. 36. The name of the reaction, why I have 2 aldehyde. Remember, the last one we talk about when I have different aldehyde and aldehyde, we call the reaction to be Cannizzaro reaction, cross Cannizzaro reaction. So when we have similar, what do we call it? 36. Answer my question. 36. B. Somebody says adult. 36B. 36B. Good. Adult reaction. Good. A confirmation test for qualitative analysis of carboxylic acid. 28 cannot be 2. Please, 28 cannot be 2. 28 is 3. Autometa para. Success. 28 is 3. So let's go to 37. Our time is up now. 37. How do we carboxylic acid? Let's go fast. Qualitative. carboxylic acid. It can never be blue litmus paper red because it's all for all acids, not only carboxylic. So what's the answer? 37. 37, 37. 37, 37, 37. Maybe like people are tired. People are really going out. I think we have to stop here. I think we have to stop here. So we're going to start in 37 because people are tired. 1 hour is even more than enough. We've gone 1 hour, 30 minutes, 30 something minutes. Me, I'm tired myself. So let's we haven't done the okay, yes, we've not done the carboxylic. That's true. So good. Yes, so let's stop here. Let's stop here because like some of you are tired. Okay, can we skip the ones we've done? Okay, let's continue 37. What do you think? Can we continue can we skip the ones we've not done or we just stop today? Yeah. Okay, I think the best thing is I'm going to share this live stream. You go through it and make sure that you understand why we chose the options we chose in these past questions so that anyone you don't understand, you can also ask question in the general platform or you private chat me, right? So another thing we are going to do is that I want to know the time that is convenient for everybody because people did not join very much online today. I want to know the time that is convenient. We are going to talk about it on the main group. So let me know the time that is convenient because today is not even convenient for me at all, but I need to just come because I've fixed it already. So thank you for coming around. And next time, I want to advise us. Maybe next one, I want you to. Well, let's stop at 40. People are tired already. If you want us to continue to 40, I want to see your response on the platform. People have left already. 21 is remaining, meaning people are tired. Okay, let's stop here. Next one, just let me know the time. Like, convocation is next week. So there will be no lecture. So we can have twice next week if you want. So go to the general platform and comment when you want us to have this next week. It's convocation, and none of you is convocating. Even if your relatives are convocating, remember they've finished their own academic race. So they are graduating. So you need to also, some of them are being appreciated for their best performance. So you need to work hard for yourself. Rise is everyday thing. So don't because of that rise. So let's look for a time we can have this again. So that by then you have a yes, I'm stopping here already. So by then you have your own, if it's possible, you can have a place, two phones or a lap. If you have a laptop, you can use your laptop and then use your phone to participate or any of them, or you look for your friend that can use the laptop, your phone to participate and to read the paper. If I can tell you to print this thing, print it out, it's going to be very expensive. And if you can afford it, you can print out to have a hard copy for it. So that if we can finish this thing, I want us to finish this thing in the next class. Then the other Zoom, I'll have a compiled question. That one, I'll just be reading it out. That one I can share the screen. So that's what I want us to do. If we can do live stream twice this week, we are entering, it will be very good. So as to sort this thing out. So that I want you to have confidence as you're going to be writing test. Test is coming in very soon. So so that people that are relaxed can know that there's no time. Maybe as soon as the class finished, you're going to have test. So if we may not have class next week because of convocation, but the upper week should be preparing for the test. Upper week. So that upper week, the class is going to be online. So you might have the class maybe on Friday, upper Friday. So at least the test must come this month. So have it in your mind and read. And if you have any question, always be free to ask me your question. If you don't want general platform, private chat me with your question. My own joy is at the end of this 213 exam, you see me and you hug me that you have A or you have B. I don't want anybody that joined this platform to have C. So be free to ask your questions so I can explain to make you understand. Hmm? Thank you very much for joining. See you in the next live stream. Bye for now. Yes, 34 is D. Anytime. Let me see 34 before I okay that is D. Yes, 34 is D. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye for now. I'm very tired.